Today, it's the women's shoot-arounds. We heard from Megan Griffith, Columbia head coach. Now we hear from one of their star players, junior guard, second team All-Patriot League each of the last 2 seasons, and now Cecelia Collins adds to her growing resume, second team All-Ivy. Cecelia, it's great to have you.
Yeah,
appreciate the time. Also trying out to be a reporter too, which we're going to delve into based on things that happened at the press conference. But I want to start with what to me has stood out about your seamless transition. It's not easy, Cecelia, to move from one team to another, especially when you have so many established players on this Columbia team. When you look back, now that you have a time to reflect a little, what do you attribute to why you have been able to click with this new squad so easily?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just so grateful for all the girls and obviously the coaching staff as well. They made it so easy from the beginning. And this place is just so special. Like you said, those transitions usually aren't as easy as it went. So I'm just super grateful for them and how much they were able to help me along the way. But yeah, I'm just grateful.
I'm not sure if you watched this the tournament last year, but you certainly weren't a part of it. But now you are. And this Ivy Madness is on the magnitude, on the level of a Power 5 environment and how it's all, being held. Do you ever pinch yourself? Or how are you taking this moment on this stage?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I've just heard stories about Ivy Madness. I'm not used to something like this. I mean, all the teams in one place. But yeah, like you said, I feel like sometimes I do just have to pinch myself. You dream about these times as a kid, and I think there were times that I didn't believe that this could happen. So now that I'm here, it's definitely surreal.
Cecelia, there was a great moment captured on Columbia's social media account when the team notified Abby Shue that she won Ivy League Player of the Year. You in particular showed a lot of emotion towards her. It's one thing to be happy for a teammate. It's another thing to really see how the entire team has rallied around Abby. It's an individual award. How meaningful, though, is it for the entire team?
Yeah, I mean, I think Abby will be the first to tell you, she's just the most humble person, I've ever played with. So just, having her finally, get that moment, she probably won't, we were talking about it earlier. If you went on, her Instagram page, you wouldn't even know that she won Player of the Year because she probably didn't even, post about it at all. But, I mean, Abby's just a great player, and the fact that I've been able to learn from her for this past year, I'm just so grateful. But, I mean, if she were to say it, it's a team award, but, I mean, she's the best player in this league, and she deserves that.
All right, all seriousness aside, we saw your social media, or the Columbia Lions social media. We heard about the press conference. Yeah. Are you ready to be asked some questions yourself?
Yes, of course. I'm ready.
Putting you on the spot.
What is your favorite spot to study on campus?
My dorm room.
Where's your go-to spot to eat?
I'm a big fan, Milano Market, Chicken Caesar wrap.
I love that place. I prefer the tuna, but...
Not a tuna fan.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I love that.
I won't pass any judgment. Go ahead.
Okay, back to the task at hand.
Got it.
Who's the funniest player on the team? You can say yourself.
Besides me?
You can say yourself.
No, I'm kidding. Besides me, I think Riley's pretty funny. Besides me.
Can you give us the best impersonation of one of your coaches?
I'd say Coach G. I think it would just be, Cece, you got to play better defense. And she's right.
Pretty straightforward.
Yeah, pretty straightforward.
All right. Now, this came from Coach G. Can you show us the swag surfer?
Swag surfer?
Yes.
Hey. That's the dance. It's pretty easy if you guys want to try it out.
I think we'll pass. I'll speak for both of us. I think I'll pass.
Yeah.
I think that gets a passing grade. All right, I'm going to bring it back to maybe a little bit more X's and O's philosophy now that Marin gave us the lightheartedness. You reached 1,000 career points earlier this season, and I remember talking with Megan Griffith, Cecelia, earlier this season, and she said she was dying to get you to take more shots. And there's a point in this season where you started to take 9 to 10 shots a game. How much was that a product of you just needed to get a feel for your teammates, essentially, before you wanted to show that level of aggressiveness?
Yeah, I mean, I think coming in, you're coming into a new role. So obviously my first 2 years, I was playing a completely different style of basketball. So coming in here, I think, like you said, I was just trying to feel it out a little bit. And then going through the film, there was definitely points where Coach G pointed out to me, like, this is a shot we want you taking. So I think after, going through that film and doing it in practice a little bit more, it made me a little bit more comfortable to do it in the game.
So with that, confidence obviously comes from competitiveness, comes from your passion for the game. Jokingly we say that you've got 100 faces. We can always tell what you're thinking and what you're feeling. But where does your joy come from when it comes to basketball? Because to us, it looks like you're playing with a lot of joy.
Yeah. I mean, I think just growing up, basketball was always my first passion, my first love. So I just go out there and I try and have fun. I mean, obviously weekends like this weekend, there's so much pressure. Obviously the outside noise, but when you kind of just put it into perspective, it's really just a game, and it's what I did in my backyard when I was little, so I just try and keep that same mindset and just have fun every time.
Well,
Thank
it's
you.
a wise approach. It's paid off thus far in your first year with Columbia. Cecelia, thanks so much for stopping by, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Junior guard for the Columbia Lions, Cecelia Collins, with us here as she and her teammates will go up against the Harvard Crimson for the third time this season.